GhanaTonight, social media has become one of the major means of all of us expressing our views and concerns about a particular situation or the other. And, well, you may just want to look at what you post on social media, as they say that the internet never forgets. Guess what? Our reference point for this conversation tonight, Ghanaian singer Kiddy, known in private circles as Dennis Nana Dwamena, has officially responded to the old controversial tweets that hit the internet some days ago. Now, I'm going to put some of the comments or the tweets that he put out many, many years ago. Now, filled with remorse after acknowledging his mistakes, he penned an apology note and shared it on his verified Twitter account. Now, these are some of them. It says, whenever you think life is hard, remember, it goes on and on. So many of them, some quite distasteful. So we cannot put them out there. In fact, some Ghanaian netizens accepted his apology. Others teased him about the content of his old tweet. But, look, we could all be victims of this. And it is not just about him. So what lessons should we learn from this young man's experience? David Osabote is a brands and marketing specialist, also social media analyst. Dave, thank you for joining us on GhanaTonight.
Thank you so much, Alfred.
Now, this experience, I mean, how probable is it for anybody to experience this? Is it just specific to a certain group of people, or all social media users who are very active in posting things on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook can be victims of this?
I think that everyone who uses a social media account can fall a victim of this, regardless of whether you are a celebrity, regardless of whether you are a public person, or whether you do some stuff within your private circles. Every other person who has a social media account can actually fall victim of this.
I see. Now, how does that happen? How does your old tweets just pop up one day and it's so continuous? Is it done by someone, or the system itself just regenerates?
That is to say that the internet never forgets. So you realize that a lot of the time, especially on Facebook, you may have posted something, say, a year ago. And then exactly a year, Facebook sends you a reminder. So that is to say that the internet never forgets. Look, and for today, anything that happens within people's private life, anything that happens within our society or economy, everybody wants to be the first to post on social media. Everybody. To say that, look, I was the person who posted first. Everybody wants to be the first person to post. But you see, there's a basic and a very fundamental question you should ask yourself. Before you post, try and cross-check. Read through the lines. Look at the type of content you are trying to post and see if that content will still sound very well with you 2 years down the line.
Right. So you're thinking about the futuristic effect of your post today.
It's today because you see, for organizations, for corporate brands like the financial institutions, today they are looking out for celebrities and other young persons who are very vibrant on social media and use them as their digital or their social media influencers. So they are looking out for social media influencers whose personal brand resonates with them. So therefore, if you're tweeting something today and a year down the line or 2 years down the line, it comes back to hurt you, and say a financial sector brand want to sign you on as a digital influencer, whatever you've posted today, they see then like, oh, you know what? Whatever you've posted does not resonate with our brand. So people are watching. You may think that you are doing it within your private circle, but people are watching. People are watching, and people are taking screenshots, and one day they will throw it back at you.
How does your social media character, and if I say character, I mean what you put out there, your statements, your frustrations, your opinions, impact on your brand as an individual? I mean, can there be any disconnect, or it stays with you?
There cannot be a disconnect between you and what you post on social media.
Why?
Your brand has to be very consistent. You have to be very consistent. You cannot be saying something elsewhere which is different, and what you say or what you do on social media is different. You have to be very consistent. That is why today we see a lot of people living very fake fake lives. Because what they do within their private circles, when they come on social media, they are doing entirely different. And today, organizations are looking for people whose, number one, it's not just for the fact that their personal brand resonates with that organizational brand, but then they are also looking at people who are real. They're also looking at people who their brands connect with. They're also looking at people who are very consistent. And that is how you would be able to make impact. And you know that social media has become a community. It's a community made up of millions and billions of people. So once you post something, that is going to global audience. So you have to be mindful of what you post on social media, because some way, somehow, years down the line, it would come back and haunt you.
I've seen some people go for job interviews, for instance, and their social media posts is a reference during the interview. Tell me about it. I mean, how important is it in the professional life of any person or somebody who is seeking to get into the world of work, watching us now? What are the implications?
Good. So a lot of organizations, or for any professional interview that you attend, they would want to see if there is a connection between you seated before the interview panel and what you are posting on Facebook. So they want to do a connect. They want to do a connect. And let's see if you are living a fake life or you are living a real life. And whatever you are posting on social media, whether that sits well with the brand you want to come and work with. So if what you're saying on social media does not resonate with the brand or does not connect with whichever organization you are going to look out for, obviously that organization would have to take a second look.
Dave, what's your advice to the viewers tonight?
My advice is that before you post anything on social media, any content that goes on social media, I think that you need to be very mindful. You need to be very careful. You can always get someone to cross-check it for you. Because trust me, years down the line, it will come back and haunt you.
David Osabote, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Golden advice tonight.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.